Hey. Look, they say good days are coming soon, I'm just tired of waiting. And tears falling in my prayers, I've been crying for patience. I'm scarred, I gotta live the rest of my life with abrasions. You can't convince me that time isn't wasting. I feel like Hamilton the way I've been writing these pages. So you can call me, but you best be on time with the payments. So you can turn this off if you don't like what I'm saying. Or if these lines are too basic, just know my life getting crazy. Times is getting harder, that could really spark an artist. And I ain't giving up for nothing, I just try my hardest. I say a prayer for the ones departed. A cold world, I just want to show how pure my heart is. But I see the comments, stories going around about the kid, but I'm so timeless, bad energy can't get to me. I'm the reason why we like this, allegedly. But once I see the best from you, that's when you get the best from me. I'm here for your elevation, success ain't a destination. Ain't looking for reparations, ain't looking for no type of savings. Stack up the rest of my savings, can't get no rest in the basement. Can't even lie to you, baby, time that we spent was amazing. And I ain't trying to replace you, for you my mind is still racing. I lost a step, but I'm coming back. I used to put my heart all on display, but I'm done with that. Tired of these bonds that pop easier than bubble wrap. In my notes, like a group of sick, you see a bunch of raps. In the studio, I box the beat is just a punching bag. And for the guys, let them know I love them back. For all of y'all endeavors, I'm wishing you good luck on that. Shout out Q for the beat. This one a groove for the streets. You say you down with me, baby. You gotta prove it to me.
Yo, we are back once again. Oh, I gotta change this vertical. Hold on. Is it better? Oh wait, sorry. We can't do the thing. Sorry. There we go. Yeah. I forgot. We can't do the, if we want to work the vertical to work, we can't do the cover. So hey, welcome back to Baller Central solo pod today. Your boy Phil for the NBA pod. We have a good amount to talk about. So hey, if you're in the comments, feel free to say what's up. Let me know how you're doing today, and let me know your favorite team. And also, more importantly, how do you feel about the Draymond? What's it called? The Draymond discourse going on in the basketball social media today. So hey, we have a lot to talk about. LeBron James coming back. AD with the Mavs and Lakers with the Mavs. LaMelo trade. Derek Queen and flag battle once again. CP3 retiring. Ja versus Klay. And then obviously the Raptors and Pistons are on fire so far. I believe one's on an 8-game win streak and one's on a 13-game win streak. So hey, the Toxic Collector. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. How are you doing today? Even though I said that, I said it first, but hey, just a reminder, the NBA pod, welcome back to Ball Central. We're live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, here to talk about the latest in the NBA. We also have socials, and we're also live. Oh, we also upload all the audio stuff on all our platforms down below. See what every week on YouTube. See, we're going live on Facebook, live on Twitch, Google Podcasts. Yourself, hey, happy to be here. Happy to talk NBA. Grateful for you tuning in. Great day so far. Let's see what else. We also have a gaming channel, Baller Central Gaming. We play sports games, 2K and Madden. I think a rebuild tomorrow should be releasing tomorrow before Thanksgiving. Also, my nose is automatically just randomly stuffy. Sorry. For some reason, it was fine the whole day. But hey, let's talk about the latest in the league. First up, LeBron James. Hold on, I could check LeBron James' stat line. So I think he came back a week ago, a little bit after our previous pod last week. Stats versus Jazz. Was it Jazz? Let me check to make sure. You earned a new sub. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for subbing. That is appreciated. So was this LeBron's first match? Game back? I gotta check on the Lakers. I'm gonna pull up right now. LeBron made a season debut from, I think it was the injury with sciatica, something in the lower back. So he's back now. Where is it? I know LeBron. Was it against Milwaukee? was against Utah. Was it against? Let's see. It might have been against Utah. Milwaukee. Did he play in the box score? Nope. Let me look this up. I think it was against Utah. Yeah, I think he came back against the Lakers. LeBron makes a historic debut. Okay, there we go. Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to pull this up real quick. So, the box score versus the Jazz. As you can see, Lauri Markkanen, 31 points. He's been having an excellent year so far. Definitely all-star candidate for the USA versus World event. And LeBron James, he did not attempt a lot of field goals. He only attempted 7. He made 4 out of 7. 2 threes made. But his main role right now is facilitating. He's been killing it. 12 assists in his debut with 11 points, so he got a double-double. DeAndre Ayton had 20 and 14. He's been good so far this year for the Lakers as a center. Luka Doncic, 37 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists. 8 turnovers is bad, but the rest, everything else made up for it with 4 steals as well. AR, 26 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. So, yeah, as LeBron is like close to retirement, he probably wants to go lean towards that, Magic Johnson type of play, or he's being more facilitator, but he can still score like here and there, because obviously we know this isn't like the prime LeBron James or anything. This is 41-year-old LeBron. So he's going to find different ways to be effective if he can't, score as well as he used to when he was younger. So far, 12 assists in his debut game log. So far, he's played 2 games. Let's see. The other one versus the Jazz, I believe it was, where's his points? 17 and 8, the previous one. So close to a triple-double. 17 points, better scoring this game. More rebounds this game, and just 4 less assists. So, yeah, he's always going to be a triple-double threat no matter what age he is, even if it's 10, 10, and 10. So, as of right now on the season, he's averaging 14, 10, and 4 on 38% shooting through 2 games, and obviously those are against the Jazz. So far, he's balling out. Also, sorry for my nose. I apologize. My nose is acting up. But, yeah. So far, so good for LeBron. I mean, if he continues this role, I'm a Celtics fan, so I hate to say it. The Lakers could possibly be a dangerous team, but we got to see how they perform late in the season and in the playoffs. So, I mean, so far, so good. Plus, LeBron at 40 with the sciatica, which is very serious, lower body nerve injury, I believe. Definitely take your time with things. Do not rush back. Do not try to do everything at once. So, great to see LeBron back. The NBA always benefits when LeBron's on the court. So, good job for LeBron. Next up, we're going to Anthony Davis and the Mavs right now. So, this season, I believe he's played against how many games? Regular season, he's played for 5 games so far, averaging 20 points, 10 rebounds, 2.2 assists, and 52% from the field. So, obviously in the news, he could be a trade piece. Oh, thank you for subbing. I appreciate it, Toxic Collector. Just so you know, it's being seen. Appreciate it. Yeah, but for AD, he's, when healthy, a top 10 to 15 player. I think that should not be an argument. That should not be a debate. But the only part of that is the if, the healthy part. We here at Ball Central love the word if. So, yeah. And the problem is if he's healthy. And like I said, the Mavericks are 5-14 right now, and he's played 5 games. So he's missed 19 games. No, he's missed 14 games out of 19. So, yeah, and they have one of the worst records in the league, and Cooper Flag is just starting to catch up since he had a great game against Derek Queen the other day. So, yeah. Tough news on Anthony Davis. I was told, and I saw online, that they're not going to rush him back because the Mavs will explore a trade market for Anthony Davis. So, I'm guessing you want to keep him as healthy as possible, but also he has to play to prove that he's tradable. So it's going to be a combo of keep him safe and make sure he plays here and there to show his actual true value. Because, like I said, if And when he's healthy, this is a top 10 to 15 player in the league. So that's under no debate, no quarrel, no nothing. And possible destinations could be the Knicks. I saw the Knicks trading for Anthony Davis. That was a rumor going. It's tough because I think a big three of Jalen Brunson, Anthony Davis, and Karl-Anthony Towns could actually work. But it also depends on what assets are you giving to Dallas to make that work. Now, if it's honestly, I think OG or Josh Hart or Mikal Bridges will definitely have to go because I don't think you move Cat so you can have a good big duo in New York with Brunson. But so either one of those three have to go, and Mikal, Hart, or OG, and then a combo of like bench players, McBride, Mitchell Robinson, and then like a pick or two. I think that's not too much for AD. I understand if they ask for 2 starters for AD and some bench players and some picks, I think you don't do that because you sacrifice your depth and your chemistry. But if it's 1 starter and a couple of bench pieces that are easily replaceable, I'm doing it in a heartbeat. Like I said, OG, Mikal, probably Mikal. Let's be honest. I think it's Mikal. So you would have a starting lineup of Jalen Brunson, OG, I believe Josh Hart, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Anthony Davis. And you have and you could replace some bench spots. I think Jordan Clarkson stays. You can easily find a backup center that's better than Mitchell Robinson and more available. So there goes that. So yeah, I think you do it if you're New York, but obviously it depends on the right package because I could say that and they offer him a completely different package. So is he worth it? I believe so, but should people be cautious when trading for him because of his injury history? Absolutely. So it all depends. It's very, very tough for Anthony Davis. Also, this may not be a long stream since it's a solo stream, so I could just say whatever I want, however I want, and it might be fast because I talk fast, so I apologize. I'll try to slow things down for you. So usually if it's me or someone else, or like 2 or 3 people, it's usually like an hour, but since I'm doing a solo pod and I can just say everything off my chest without waiting for others, it'd probably be a lot shorter. So yeah, if someone's talking, they're gonna get all their points out with like no rebuttal or no like other feedback. So it should go by pretty faster than a 2 or 3 man pod. So yeah, this might be a half hour. This might be 45. Who knows? But yeah, this might be a short pod. Next up, LaMelo Ball. He is in trade discussions. Apparently, he said, or his representation said he's down for a trade. But apparently, as right here, he says he denies the trade request and he loves Charlotte. So, honestly, I think the LaMelo Ball experiment has been over in Charlotte. Just you can see, let me check. So, regular season totals, where's games played? That's what I want to see, games played. Okay, so he was drafted in 2021. He played 51 games out of 82. He started 31 because obviously rookie. This one was his best year, his second year. He played 75 out of 82. But ever since then, it's been scary. 36 games played out of 82, 22 games out of 82, 47 games out of 82. And then this year, he's played 10 out of, I believe, the Hornets have played 10 out of, he's played 10 out of 17. So definitely a better and healthier season from him. But the past 3 seasons before this year, he has not been reliable at all health-wise. And you know what everyone says, the best ability is availability. Sorry. So, yeah, very, very, especially with a top 5 pick, I think. When would you draft it? Oh, right there. Yeah, 2020, round 1, pick 3. So with a top 3 pick and a potential franchise pick like that, you have to be available. As of right now, his stats are, as of right now, stats are 21, 6, and 9. and that's for like a short amount of games. But if you look at his other stats for the previous years, 15 as a rookie, 20, 23, 23, 25. So ever since his rookie year, he's been, increasing here and there. But as of right now, this year, he's taking a decrease just because of less games played. And obviously, these numbers could be a little bit misleading because 25 points in half the season, 23 points in 22 games, 23 points in 36 games. So obviously, he was able to fully showcase his skills. And you can see with the assist numbers 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, and 9. So this is his best passing year so far, but yet 10 games out of, I believe, 19 or 17. So yeah, he's also playing 30 minutes a game. Yeah. So honestly, I would definitely shop around to see what I can get for LaMelo Ball. If I'm Charlotte personally, I mean, Concanapple. Actually, let me look at the rest of the Hornets. Concanapple. He has been having an absolutely great year. This was the 4th overall pick for Charlotte this past draft. 19 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2.9 assists, and 49% from the field. He's also shooting 43% from 3. He has been a flamethrower from the 3-point arc this year. And he's shooting what? He's making 3.7 threes per game, and he's attempting 8.5 threes per game. So about 4 and 9, 4 makes and 9 attempts. Ainge is also shooting 43.8% from the field, which is, I believe, if anything, high, like low 40s, high 30s are great. And with the 3-point shooting league, obviously those numbers can be a little deflated just because everyone's shooting at this amount if you're a good 3-point shooter. So I think low 40s or higher solidifies you as a good shooter. Or maybe like high 30s. It depends who it is and what's your value. So, oh, what's up? What's up, Toxic? How you doing? Let's see. Yeah, but for Concanapple, I love these stats. 19.4 in his rookie year, 19 points a game. Great. 2.9 assists, 5.8 rebounds, 90% from the free throw line as well. Shows how reliable can you be at the free throw line if or when the game's on the line. 33 minutes a game as well. He is putting in great numbers. So sorry, I'm just checking my stats or bets for the game. Wow. Jalen Johnson, no threes yet. Lovely. Let's see what's going on in Orlando. Okay. Who else? Concanapple, who's the other guy? Also, Brandon Miller just got back. He should be producing very soon. And Ryan Kalkbrenner for the Hornets. He has been producing as well. Obviously not flashy stats here, but he has made baskets and they have been counting. 9.4 points per game, 6.9 rebounds, and 80% from the field. Efficient. I believe it's like top 5 or top 3 in the league right now. And usually if you're a setter, you're supposed to have a high field goal percentage. So he's putting in work. Let's see. Let's see the game log. Okay, so far, October, 10 points, 11 rebounds, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 4, 5, 10, 6, 17, 7. And then in November, see 6 and 6, 2 and 2. Yeah, see a little bit of a drop off here. 9, 4, 17 and 9. There we go. 13 and 7, 17 and 7 and 10, 10 and 9, and 2 and 2. So, he has been, coming back down to earth a little bit, but the potential of him, his effectiveness and efficiency around the rim, definitely something the Hornets can look forward to. He was the second round and 34th pick for the Charlotte Hornets in this past draft. So yeah, let's see. Honestly, I think you could definitely see what you could get for LaMelo. Someone's gonna need a point guard. The Bucks are gonna need a point guard. Honestly, the Warriors were thinking about drafting him. This could be your plan post Steph. with LaMelo, but it all depends if A, he can stay healthy because he's going to need Steph's ankle braces at this point, and B, can he be reliable? Like, they're both kind of the same thing, but yeah, it's going to be tough to see how reliable would LaMelo Ball be to replace Stephen Curry. Those are pretty big shoes to fill once he retires. So, is it possible? Yeah, we'll see. See, the Heat need a point guard, the Bucks need a point guard, the Thunder need a point guard. Not the Thunder. The Warriors will need a point guard. So, yeah, definitely a lot of teams need guards. Who needs a point guard? Let's see. The Hawks might do a swap. I don't know. It says Trae Young. Apparently, the Hawks are doing better without Trae Young. The Magic could need a point guard. LaMelo to the Magic could have been a thing, but I don't think they'd probably do it without with Bane being there. But who knows? To be sure. See, the Celtics might need a point guard. I don't know. I don't want LaMelo, but just an idea. Who else? The Rockets. The Rockets. If they had the money, I think they would give LaMelo Ball a shot. The Timberwolves need a point guard to replace Mike McConley because he's old as hell. Memphis might need a Ja replacement. So who knows? So yeah. Next up, let's see, Derek Queen and Mr. Cooper Flag had a battle. So first up, we're gonna head to their game that they played a while ago. This was on what? This was when they were 2-6. What day was this? What day was this? November 5th, 2025. So this was about a couple weeks ago. Yeah, this was an absolute game. Derek Queen, 11 points. How many rebounds? 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Where was Cooper Flag? Cooper Flag, 20 points. 9 rebounds, 2 assists. So yeah, this was the first time they faced off in the regular season. The Pelicans won by 2. Obviously, quiet game from Derek Queen before he went off later on in the season. Cooper Flag, 20 points. Now we can go past. Move forward to the next game versus the Mavericks they played against. This is their second matchup. This was a crazier game. This was on November 21st, so about 16 days later. Derek Queen, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 11 assists, a near triple-double. He also had no threes, and Cooper Flag in this game absolutely went bonkers. 29 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. With also 2 steals. And the Mavs won this one by 3. So far, the former teammates, Derek Queen and Cooper Flag. Derek Queen won the first one, and then Cooper Flag won the second one. So this could be a nice little rivalry between high school teammates for the future. I like that. And I think after the first game, Derek Queen kind of sunned Cooper Flag a little bit by touching his head or something. So I like to see that the competitiveness and playfulness is there between those two guys. So nice to see there. I think they still talk too since they're former teammates. So yeah, a nice little small topic. So up next, going from the Pelicans to a former Pelican or Hornet. Where's the Clippers? We're going to go to the tragic Clippers, who Chris Paul announced, because let's be honest, this team has been ass. They have been, they are 5-12 and 4th in the division. They're lucky Sacramento is also ass, so they'd be very, very, very dead last. So yeah, this year James Harden has been. Shout out to James Harden. He has been the only productive Clipper on this team, preventing OKC from getting a good pick. But I think it might fall on. It might just happen just because he can only do so much. Well, him and Zubac have been, I believe, the only productive players on this team. Because Harden averaging 27 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. And he's also shooting 45% from the field. He's making about 4 threes a game, and he's shooting 38% from the field. Zubac is averaging 17 points a game with 11 rebounds, so double-double there. But yeah, Chris Paul, he's averaging 2.5 points per game, 1.9 rebounds, and 3.8 assists, which, yeah, I mean, there's probably a good reason why he's calling it quits after this year. Yeah, he's just not there anymore. He was drafted in 2005. He's 40 right now. Obviously, he doesn't have the same recovery and athleticism and other intangibles like LeBron to keep playing this long. So, I mean, as you can see from what last year, trying to see the where's the stats? I just want to check stats. Okay, yeah. As you can see for Chris Paul, the regular season averages last year, he was averaging 8 points a game and 7 assists, which I believe was like top 5 or top 10 in the league. This year, a complete fall off from that, 2.5 and 3.8 assists on the year. 3.8 assists from the year. Yeah. He's only played 12 games so far as well. He's been a clean scratch on some of these games as well. So, yeah, when it's your time, it's your time. He was debating on calling it after the season, but just off of his play alone and how the Clippers are looking, it was probably the right call for Chris Paul to call it a career and end his year after this year. Because, yikes, him or the Clippers have not been productive. So, very, very tragic year to end his career. Hopefully, he could turn things around to end his year off with a bang. But with the way it's going, yeah, I doubt it. So. Next up, we're going to head to the Ja Morant and Klay Thompson drama. Let's see. Where is it? Full splits. I know. I'm going to go with Klay Thompson. Where's Klay Thompson? Where is the Lakers? No, I'm trying to go to overview. Clippers. I'm going to go to the Grizzlies. Where's the Grizzlies? Memphis Grizzlies. Right there. Okay, let's talk about Ja Morant and Klay Thompson. Ja Morant this year has had a very, very uneventful year so far. I mean, he's averaging 17 points and 7 assists. I believe is this his highest assist so far? No, his best assist years was 2022 and 2023. But 7.6 is like his third best assisting year, so he's passing the ball somewhat. But 17.9 points per game. This has been his lowest since his rookie year. And he's dealing with injuries as well. So, and drama on and off the court with him, with the whole he doesn't want to be traded or coaches hates him, ownership hates him. So, yeah, it's been a very, very stressful year for him. As you can see, a whole, 6 points from last year. And he's basically averaged 0.1 more points than he did in his rookie year. So, yeah, this has been bad. The shooting splits for Ja Morant this year, he has made 10 threes and has shot 60. He's shooting 16% from the field. So he makes barely 1 3 a game and it shoots 5. So yeah, 16.7% from 3 is nasty. That is nasty, nasty work. And this is his worst 3-point shooting year so far as well. 33, 30, 34, 30, 27, and 30. So yeah, he's basically half of the normal 3-point shooting percentage he's been doing. I don't know if he's tanking or like not trying because he doesn't want to be there, or injuries have actually affected him this much. But yeah, it's been very, very, very tragic. Let's see. Free throw line, he's shooting his best free throws of his career so far. But field goal percentage, yeah, this has been his worst shooting percentage from 3 and from the field. He's only making 5.8 field goals a game, and he's attempting 16. So once again, worst of his career, 6, 6, 10, 9, 8, 8, and now 5.8. Very, very tragic. He's played 12 games and started 12 games as well. But yeah, the field goal percentage. Nearly 36% from the field, 47, 44, 49, 46, 47, 45, 36. He's putting up career worst numbers per game. So, yeah, Ja is very, 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 very bad play from Ja so far. And he has the gall, the audacity to call out Klay Thompson and telling him, I don't know what he told him, but You are injured on the bench talking shit. Klay Thompson is actually playing in the game. What business do you have with Klay Thompson? Granted, we're gonna head to Klay Thompson real quick because he has been struggling as well, and Mavericks have been struggling. The whole team has been struggling, to be honest. Let's see. Klay Thompson has been struggling as well. Last year for Dallas, he shot 14 points per game. See, he shot 39% from 3, and he made about 3 threes per game. And this year, 10 points per game. This is probably his worst shooting year so far. Points per game, it is. It's his worst 3-point percentage shooting year as well. 41-40, basically in the 40s and high 30s. He's shooting 32% for the year so far, the worst shooting percentage of his career. And he's making this is his worst threes made per game since his rookie year. So 1.7, 2.5. And he's also shooting the worst in his career as well from the field, 35%. So yeah, he has started in 8 games and got demoted to the bench. So he's played a total of 18 games. So yeah, very, 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 oh shit. Accident, sorry. Yeah, this has been a very, very, very tragic year for Klay Thompson. So yeah, they're basically having a mid-off, Ja and Klay. But yeah, I mean, at least Klay is my phone. Sorry. At least Klay Thompson is playing it, for being honest. Yes, he has been asked, and maybe Megan Thee Stallion, took his soul from activities and his hooping abilities, but at least he's available on the floor trying to hoop. Ja can't say the same. And I remember a long time ago, people were saying Ja was like top 5 point guards in the league or whatever, and he was going to be a potential face of the league. But ever since the antics on social media, it's been all downhill. Athleticism has declined. Obviously, he never developed a jump shot, which you can see by the percentages. He's having a career worst year, like I said, in all the stats I just showed. So I don't know. He definitely needs a new change of scenery before it's too late. Like I said, for LaMelo, plenty of teams need a point guard, and apparently some rumors to send him are New Orleans to play with Zion, or Minnesota to play with Ant. So those are his choices so far. So, and last but not least, actually, I do want to talk about Draymond before I end the pod, but we're going to talk about our second to last topic: the Raptors and Pistons. Sorry. The Raptors and Pistons have been on fire this year. Shout out to them. So, we're going to talk about the Raptors first, since they are second in the Eastern Conference. They have a 13-5 record, 72% winning percentage. They are 2.5 games behind the Pistons. They are 6-2 at home. Even better record. Well, they have one more win away. They're 7-3 away. They're 3-1 in the division and 12-2 in the conference. God damn. They're also averaging 120 points per game and allowing 113 points per game with a +7 difference. They're on an 8-game win streak and 9-1 the last 10. They have been hooping. Okay, so Brandon Ingram has been leading the charge. He's the high scorer of the group. 21 points, 5 rebounds, 3.9 assists. He's also shooting 48% from the field. He's making about 1 3 per game, 85% from the line. So, yeah. Also, RJ Barrett, second in charge, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He's shooting 50% from the field, 35% from 3. Scotty Barnes, 19 points per game, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1.7 blocks per game. He has been great defensively. He's also shooting 51% from the field. Great for him. 40% from 3 and 1 3 per game, pretty much. Who else I want to point out? Jakob Poeltl, 10 points per game, 8 rebounds per game. He's also shooting 70% from the field. Close to efficient for a center. This team has just been hooping. They have been hooping. Pieces like Jamal Sheed, not a lot of points per game, but he's also been a facilitator for them with 5 assists per game. I think he is their He is there behind Emmanuel Quickly, who's averaging 15, 4, and 6. He's been their second greatest facilitator. IQ has been shooting 46% from the field, about 2.4 threes per game, and 37% from the field. So he's doing great as well. So yeah, honestly, if I had to choose who is more likely to keep it up between the Raptors and the Pistons, I'm gonna have to say the Pistons. Because teams like New York is off to a slow start, Philadelphia is off to a slow start. Who else? Who else is off to a slow start? The Heat, wow, they're 12-6. Cleveland's off to a slow start. The Knicks, Hawks, Sixers, Magic off to a slow start. Yeah, I don't think the Raptors are going to stay at this spot, but I do think they'll make the playoffs at least. So, yeah, I don't think this will be too sustainable, but it's a nice start to the season for them. But what I do think is sustainable, I think the Pistons do finish at least top 4 in the league, I hope, especially with all these injuries, especially with the Celtics, with the Pacers, etc., etc. So let's head to the Pistons. For the Pistons, Cade Cunningham has been that guy for them. 27 points per game, 6 rebounds, 9.6 steals per game, and 1.3 steals. He's averaging 44% from the field goal percentage, 1.8 threes per game. He's also shooting, this is not great, so this needs to go up more. He's averaging 28.4% from 3. Jalen Duren has been an absolute monster this year. He's added a lot of stuff to his offensive bag. He's averaging 20.3 points per game, 11.5 rebounds per game. So a nice double-double, a high double-double. So shout out to him. 20-11, monster stuff. 0.9 steals and 1.9 blocks per game. Jalen Duren, 67% from the field. So he's been shooting some mid-ranges here and there. So that's probably a reason why I said 67. It should be a little bit higher if he wants to be more efficient. Let's see. He's also averaging 7.3 field goals made per game. Also, Asar Thompson has been doing his thing with 1.7 steals per game as well. Who else? Duncan Robinson is averaging 44% of the field, three threes made per game, and he's averaging 41% of the field. So yeah, this team has been locked in so far. They're on a 13-game win streak, and their next matchup versus Boston. If they win 14 in a row, I think that would be the longest winning streak in their team's franchise, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but yeah. But yeah, Ron Holland has also been efficient for them for steals, blocks per game. Beef Stew has always been that guy for blocks. Jalen Duren rebounds. So yeah. Detroit. I think Detroit has obviously I don't think it's not rocket science, but yeah, I think Detroit is more sustainable because they've been building up towards this. Last year, they had their moments where they can say, hey, this team could be legit. Now, this is the year where they start to put things together. Especially with a weekend East, they definitely could make some surprises here and there. Maybe an Eastern Conference Finals appearance. Maybe an NBA Finals appearance if they play their cards right. Also, it depends on how the Cavs and Knicks play their cards, since I think the Cavs and Knicks at the beginning of the season were the odds favorites for the conference finals. So, with the way they're playing, definitely familiar. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Pistons. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on them. And finally, we're going to talk about. I'm going to head over to Basketball Reference real quick. We're going to talk about Draymond Green for a second. Because we are in a day of age right now where everyone is putting their input on Draymond Green, etc., etc. On his actually, hold on, I don't want to show that. Whoops. We're good? Okay, we should be good. No. Hide that. It's a actually, how do I hide this? Actually, no volume is on, so I should be okay, right? I think it's copyrighted. You know why? Actually, let's go to Wikipedia instead. I'm going to Wikipedia for Draymond Green. Actually, I think we should be okay with this. Draymond Green menu. Okay, so, we're gonna go with. Do I want to go with stat? How do I want to go with this? I do want to do this ad free. This will be fun. Actually, let's go back. So let's just go off of here. It'll be a lot easier. Okay, so there's no ads, right? So there's no, potential things that can get this stream copyrighted. Apologies. Yeah, but Draymond Green's name has been brought up in several discussions whether he's actually a good player or not. And a lot of people's points are, he doesn't score a lot, so he doesn't make that big of impacts. As Kyrie Irving would say, the object of basketball is to get buckets. But in my opinion, you can be effective in a game and not score. There's more to basketball than just putting the ball in the basket. There's other ways to set up, putting the ball in the basket. You can facilitate. You can play defense to get an easier bucket on offense. There's other stuff like that, like facilitating, defense, rebounding. All this stuff matters. Being a vocal leader for your team, leadership. There's all different intangibles and things that help your team win and become a championship contender. And Draymond Green has done all of that besides scoring. Yes, he's had he's had seasons where he averages 6 points per game, 11, 14, 10, 11, 7, 8, 7. Basically, a lot of seasons under 10 points per game. But he has been a DPOY candidate and DPOY winner. He has won DPOY, I believe, once, and he's been like top 3, top 5 multiple seasons. He was top 2 in one season, another season. He won that year. He was DPOY top 6 that year. And he's also, how many times all defense? He's a 9-time all defense, 4-time all-star, 4-time NBA champ, 2016, 2017 still champ, and 2-time all NBA. He knows what it takes to win a championship. He has been around success and winning. Draymond, this season, 11, 8, and 6 near triple-double. Draymond again, 14, 9, 7, 14, 7, and 9 near triple-double. 10, 7, 6, 11, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. So he's been like near triple doubles. This year, obviously, he's old as hell. So 8 points, 5, and 5, but a lot of his impact also does not show up on the stat sheet. He's a locker room leader, even though yes, he did punch Jordan Poole, so not very locker room leader-ish. But he is there. He is the Golden State Warriors' second point guard, obviously behind Steph. Since he can facilitate, he knows what to do on the basketball court, even when he's kicking people and stuff like that. Obviously, he's had some terrible moments where he looks like he's injured people on purpose. Everyone from Nurkic, everyone from I believe Sabonis stepping on him, Rudy Gobert getting choked out, and etc. etc. But he has a great basketball mind and has the ability to do a lot on the court outside of scoring. He does the little things that impact games. Sorry, sending a text. Yeah, so he does all the little things you need to do to be successful in a game. He may not be the best rebounder, but he'll get a great amount of hustle rebounds. He may not be the best passer, but he'll average five or more assists per game. Like I say, he is always a triple double threat. I don't care if it's 10, 10, and 10. That adds up to an effective game. Even if it's a low triple double, you still did 10 points, which can be contributed to your total score. 10 assists, which it could be 2 or 3. So how many points that could lead up to, and 10 rebounds. You're either grabbing offensive rebounds to help extend the possession, or a defensive rebound to help end the other team's possession and go start your own. And he can be a great conductor as well with the offense. Whenever Steph Curry's not on the floor and he is on the floor, he runs the offense. So yes, the scoring numbers aren't sexy, but he plays winning basketball, and he should be known and seen as that. Oh, what was that? I don't know what I did there, but yeah, I think the whole talk about Draymond Green, especially what Kendall Martin said, Draymond Green is. Well, let me check how many players did he say? He said he can name 200 people better than. Can I pull this up here or no? I'll see if I can pull this up quick. Okay. So, Kenyon Martin said this. He named power forwards better than Draymond Green. Obviously, this isn't every one of them, but here it is. Giannis, okay, agreeable. Anthony Davis, agreeable. Dirk Nowitzki, agreeable. Charles Barkley, agreeable. And these are people I believe are better than Draymond. And had a better career than Draymond. Charles Barkley, yes. Kevin Garnett, yes. Tim Duncan, yes. Dennis Rodman, we could have a conversation of it could be 50-50. Yes, I think Dennis Rodman, I believe he might have won more or won the same amount as Draymond, but I think Draymond has almost better accolades than him. Imagine a 1v1 game versus Draymond Green and Dennis Rodman. I think they showed it in like the Portal series on Bleacher Report. But yeah, I believe Dennis Rodman and Draymond Green had similar success in careers. Karl Malone, obviously, but still fuck Karl Malone. Chris Webber, sort of, I guess. Amari Stoudemire, Chris Bosh. I'll give Chris Bosh. I mean, I'll give Chris Webber. I'll give Amari Stoudemire. Chris Bosh, I'll give. Rasheed Wallace. I don't agree with Rasheed Wallace. Paul Gasol, I can give Paul Gasol. Elton Brand is iffy. Antoine Jameson's iffy. Zebo, you could debate Zebo. Carlos Boozer, I'd rather have Draymond. David West, I'd rather have Draymond. Jermaine O'Neal, I personally would rather have Draymond. Sean Kemp, the 90 guys are gonna hate me, but I'd rather have Draymond Green. All Sean Kemp could do is dunk. Derek Coleman, Draymond, Danny Manning. I'm not gonna say per se because this is old head basketball right here. It's like 70s or 80s. Larry Johnson, grandmama. I'm not gonna comment old head basketball. LaMarcus Aldridge, Blazers and Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge, he was hooping. So I think I could give LaMarcus Aldridge a slight nod. Blake Griffin, pure athleticism. Draymond Green had a better career than Blake Griffin, but Blake Griffin's more. I'd rather have Draymond than Blake Griffin. I think. I don't know. This one's close. I'd rather have Kevin Love over Draymond Green, especially Minnesota Timberwolves. Kevin Love, Al Jefferson. I'd rather have Draymond over Drew Gooden, Josh Smith, Tim Thomas, Antoine Walker. Lamar Odom's kind of tough because the Lakers years, the late Lakers years were rough. Jason Williams, I don't know who that is, so I'm taking Draymond over him. Horace Grant, I'm taking Draymond over him. Otis Thorpe, I'm taking Draymond. Paul Millsap, I'm taking Draymond. Juwan Howard, I'm taking Draymond. David Lee, he took over David Lee's starting job. Al Harrington, I'll take Draymond. Rashard Lewis, he's a great shooter. I loved him on the Magic, but I'm taking Draymond over Rashard Lewis. Kevin McHale, I'm taking over Draymond because Celtics. Nene, I'm taking Draymond. Popeye Jones, I don't know who that is. So anyone who does, let me know. But I'm taking Draymond. And Reggie Evans, I'm taking Draymond over Reggie Evans. So, yeah. So, yeah. That's who I would take over Draymond. And who I would take under Draymond. He went 0 for 4 from 3. Lovely. Well, I think that's all of hockey coming up. Okay. So, yeah. Obviously, wow, I thought it was gonna be short, but around 50 minutes isn't bad for a pod, especially a solo pod. So hey, shout out the Toxic Collector for pulling up and saying what's up. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for the sub. It's well appreciated. Hopefully you stop by again. Yeah. Also, if you're watching this, happy Thanksgiving. Just a heads up. We will be doing a recording tonight after this live, I believe, and uploading it, I believe, around noon on Thanksgiving, so at 12 or 1 before the game start for sure. So probably like 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. So yeah, make sure you look out for that. Thankful for everything that's happened so far in the past year and with the Baller Central. Shout out to everyone that's been a part of the process. Shout out to the squad. Thankful for everyone on the team, and thankful for anyone that's helped been in production of this pod. So yeah, thankful for everyone. And with that being said, hey, make sure you, if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, feel free to follow, subscribe, put on notifications so you know when we upload or go live. Follow all our audio platforms down below. We usually upload those after the pod. If you don't like watching, you can always listen. And follow our gaming channel, 2K and Madden content on there weekly. I think two 2K series and one Madden series, because I don't think I'm doing college football anymore or baseball. It's just not, well, maybe baseball one more time. But yeah, I'm more of a 2K and Madden gamer. So I think I'd rather stick with that. I mean, if you know, if a good amount of people like hit me up and want me to play certain games, I will, like board games, but the interest has to be there. So I'd rather play what I'm comfortable with if there's no outside interest in the other games. So yeah, follow the gaming channel, follow all our socials, Facebook at Ball Central, Twitter at Ball Central 4, Instagram at Ball Central 4, and I think there's a Linktree down below with all our links. So make sure you go tune into there. So that being said, that's the pod for NBA pod for this week. We'll be back next Tuesday. Make sure to tune into the NFL pod recording. We have a lot to talk about. Crazy week 12, and we preview Thanksgiving week and the rest of the NFL week 13. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in. See y'all next time, and we are out. Deuces.
Did you feel this way when you fell in love with Jean?
Oh, look. I felt that way lots of times.
He's a producer?
Hey, I'm looking for Mrs. Bubblegum. Yeah, you know I need the sweet love, cocoa butter kisses that I could only dream of. Making people want the love we have when they see us. I love ya, I want ya, girl, I really need ya. Is it real? Is it real? See, I don't want to question it. Is it real? Is it real? I think that's a definite. I thank God every day, cause yeah, she really heaven sent. See, God don't make mistakes. My baby's really evidence. Kisses on the cheek that I can't get enough of. You keep the smile on my face from sun up to sun up. I take you out on dates and I could buy you roses. See, I know this ain't perfection, but this really the closest. The fussing and the fighting isn't necessary. The Valentine's for us is not only in February. Anything you want, and you can get it out of me. See, I just ask for loyalty, man. Show me that you down for me.